Somebody gotta get him turn the camera.
You stay in the pose like this.
Stay in the pool. Do it like a 90s, at the end of a show.
Thank you for being a friend.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the Round Start Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Urbane. And to my left, and only my left today, we got Sir Snorlax sitting over here in the middle. He's taking my spot.
Yo.
And then we got Rich Demi on the left from him. If you notice, Nate is not here. My man had a family event to go to, so it's all fine. It's all good. We still gonna run it like always.
No Zora either, you know.
Oh yeah, Zora decided he want to do everybody's job and just took another job. I don't know. Man, look, you know, like, I'm gonna let you be great.
Making moves, making $1 million moves.
Forget that. I'm gonna let you be great, but there's a reason I went and got certified and got the job I got, because I didn't want to do 3 jobs at one time.
I did 3 jobs.
No,
Not again.
I've always had one job. I ain't always. That was always my goal, to like have one job.
All you need is one job, because you know what? All you got to do is
outwork everyone.
Outwork everyone.
outwork everyone.
All you got to do is do too much.
Yeah, Al, stop doing too much.
Hey, look,
Rich, stop doing too much.
Stop doing too much.
Nah, we just outwork everyone. That's
start doing more.
Shit.
Nah, man. But how y'all feeling this evening?
It's been a crazy week, man. It's been a crazy week. But,
we lost Bob Barker. Side note, man. I know this is a fight game podcast, but we lost Bob Barker.
Look, I'm not gonna hold you.
RP.
I was sad about Bob Barker.
And you were also sad about.
I was very much sad about the loss of Bray Wyatt. I talked about it on my stream. Dude, the day I was at the local and that news dropped, my demeanor changed. Like, I'm a huge wrestling fan, and I'm a huge fan
of
Bray
Edge,
Wyatt's.
Right?
Huh?
Edge.
No, Bray Wyatt.
Didn't Edge pass?
No, he just retired. Allegedly.
Oh, okay.
Again. Okay. No, but like 36 years old, man.
Dang, that's crazy.
He died from... He had COVID earlier this year, and he had been out of action because of that. And he had, like, it exacerbated a heart condition, and he had a heart attack.
Yo, I felt that same way about when Eddie Guerrero passed.
Yo, I was there for that too, man. Like,
yo, when they came out and they said Eddie wasn't gonna be doing no, I was still like kind of young at this point. I'm like, yo, Eddie Guerrero gone. Like, dang, man. Like, yo, I used to I'm messing with Eddie, bro.
Yeah, you know. Latino heat.
Bro, he always came out in the Cadillac that was a low rider. He was bouncing, bro. It was so cool. Yeah.
But like for me, like Bray Wyatt, like I watched him coming up from like when he first started out, you know, back in like when CM Punk was in WWE, you know, the new new Nexus.
He's one of the GOATs.
Yo, he's one.
He's one of the GOATs.
He's a revolutionary.
GOAT status is that's high.
But
let me say, for me, most of the guys in the Attitude Era, to me, achieved GOAT status.
Like, I would put Bray Wyatt in a GOAT status because of how creative he was in such a short amount of time. His creativity, his mind, like when you got someone like The Undertaker that on television passes the torch to you,
shit.
You doing something right.
Yeah, but now you got to take it back.
No, I mean, unfortunately, you know, we lost him, and that, like I said, it was twofold. One, I watched him coming up, and like he's one of my favorites, but two, like, dude, I'm turning 33 next month, like 36 years old. Oh yeah,
ain't nobody ever say, bro, I'm about to be 30.
Yeah, you know, like
I'm teetering on. I'm on 29, like, holding on for dear life right now.
He's like a little bit. He's like 3 years older than me, and the man had kids, a wife, the whole nine. You know, like, and the worst part about it is like he has this like characters where they're just evil and sinister but the dude was the nicest guy in the fucking world, man.
Yeah.
Like he was one of the nicest guys in the world. Like and especially now with everything that's happened over the last couple of days, like all the stories that have come out about him. But even before then, like everyone always saw it looked at him like a big ass teddy bear. You know, it was just, you know, it was sad. So that one really fucked me up.
All right, we got sidetracked a little bit on that one.
Yeah. We also lost Terry Funk. For you old school.
Hey man.
Wrestling fans.
You was not about to sit here and take over this podcast for a wrestling memorial. So shouts out to all the greats and everybody we lost, but we moving on.
Moving on.
Rich, what's going on with you, man?
You know, I'm chilling. You know, taking the spot for Zoro. I got the shorts for you.
I got this.
Bro. I got you.
I got your hoochie daddies.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Just for you, Zora. Just for
All
you.
the thighs.
All the thighs.
Yep, I got you, bro. But
Why your thighs out? Yeah.
no, just chilling.
Yeah.
You know, I honestly just waiting for Aki to drop. You know, just chilling, man.
So you are officially off Street Fighter 6 until Aki drops.
I'm not off of it. I've been like labbing with like Lily. I've just been like chilling, honestly.
But Tekken's taking the.
Tekken's kind of weird. It's just like I play it and I just be like trying out a lot of shit because like it's a very experimental game. So like the game is hard not to want to experiment with. Like that's pretty much I'm gonna get at, right?
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you, man. For me, this week, playing that Armored Core 6, though. Yo, Rich have been watching me play Armored Core 6. I am not gonna lie, I am so glad that From Software made that game because the difficulty is definitely there. It's difficult. It is not easy.
But it's not as punishing as a Souls game.
No. The normal enemies are not as punishing as Soul enemies. But the bosses, you ain't got to the ones that I've been to yet.
Like
I mean, I'm just
I've
saying.
seen some of that
I'm
shit.
just saying. I was
That shit
streaming
kind of
this.
look rough.
I was streaming this, and let me tell you, I think it took me about 40 minutes to beat that helicopter, and that was the first boss.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm like,
Oh, just wait. It gets worse.
Bro, you,
Like, you know
you
what?
Say it
I-
didn't feel like a Souls game. It gonna look like a Souls game in a minute, bro. Like shit he was going through.
Bro. And like, cause these fights, like, okay, Soul games, they're slower. So the
Yeah.
time blocking and attacking is easier to get to. And these Armored Core fights, where you got robots that's flying around at jet speeds, and you
You low-key might need to pop a Red Bull for that game, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Like,
No,
Rich-
wait, yo. Well, I knew it was a problem because you got stuck on this. I don't want to like spoil much
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Dennis,
yeah.
but you got stuck on the one dude that literally could change up where he could change a different like a weapon. So like it was him shooting missiles, and then he just
Yep.
starts just swinging and shit.
It's one of the bosses I fought later on. And like, when I say this, it's a bullet hell.
yeah,
Like, if you ever played,
yes, I have.
It's a bullet hell.
yeah.
There's no other way for me to describe it.
And like it got to a problem when the way you were dodging it, I was like, nah, you've been here too long.
Rich was like, he's like, I ain't gonna lie, you looking kind of cracked right now, bro. Because like everything, it was like side, forward, back.
Bro, it was like
that's when
a
those
bullet
fighting
hell.
game instincts, kick in.
It was a bullet hell. He went. Bro, went crazy on that. I was like, yo.
This man was Korean backdashing on the motherfucker.
Literally, he mad as well. Damn well.
that Tekken movement came in. No, man, but the shimmies was real, bro. Like, but I will say, like, for anybody who like was on the fence about the game, or you wonder about like, is it a good game? It's a good game.
All I will say is this: guns, good. Explosions, good. Robots, good.
Nah, man, it's that plasma sword done saved me so many times.
Oh,
bro.
that sword! I was like, every time I look at my sword, I'm like, nah, we ain't getting rid of that blade. That blade do damage.
I have gotten into a fight where I had to take I had to take the sword off.
Damn,
So
he's there.
yeah, there was a fight where I'm like, I love the sword, but
Gotta go.
it gotta go.
Like,
It was one of them moments. It was like,
It's okay, baby. You'll be back. It's okay, baby.
Oh no,
You'll be back.
I definitely win it because you can have like loadouts.
Loadouts,
for your
yeah,
mechs.
it's straight up, yeah.
So I have like 4 different loadouts.
Yeah, the only thing, like, I think, like, my next thing is I'm gonna sit down and like start like going through like what all the stats mean and like all that stuff.
Oh, you gonna need money.
I know.
I don't know if you know what I'm talking. You know,
you gotta hit the billies, bro.
bro. It's one level I farm for money because it's the easiest level and it gives me the most money. And I literally sat there and I farmed it until I was able to like build an entirely new mech. Like it gets boring after a while because like anybody watches like, he's still over here doing it. I'm just grinding. That's it.
Aren't all Souls games like that? Get grindy.
They're not grindy
Not
games.
as grinding.
Yeah.
Like, because in the Souls games, the way it works is, because the way in this game, when you do a mission, you get paid your credits. But in a Souls game, when you're in a different level, the enemies are tougher, so they drop more souls.
Yeah.
So you don't really have to grind like that. And then on top of that, you'll like find pickups in the game where it's
Elden
like,
Ring was pretty grindy though. I felt.
was it your first Souls game?
Yes.
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
why. That's
There,
why.
that's why. Yep.
No. Any other Souls person? Like you put any other Souls game, you are not feeling that.
So I think for especially if it's your first one, you're more afraid to like walk forward because like, man, I'm not ready for this. But if you a Souls veteran, you know you're not built for it. You just like
You're running it.
whatever.
Where that bonfire at, bro? I need that. Nah, B.
Let me, soon as I touch this bonfire, I don't care if you kill me.
I was bum rushing motherfuckers yesterday. I was just like, I need to get over there. Boost.
Oh yeah, nah, man, yo, because I went ahead and I made a lightweight frame because I'm like, movement is very important in this game. That's usually how I stay alive. So I just made everything about movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Armor Core has been fun as hell.
Oh yeah.
Hey, but you know, we got more games coming out soon.
Oh yeah, for anybody who is on our podcast, and if y'all have seen Baldur's Gate 3, we know it's not a fighting game, but we honestly don't care. We plan on
Have
streaming.
you heard the beginning of this entire episode so far?
we plan on
not
streaming
care.
Baldur's Gate 3. So anybody who wants to see us being our natural selves in a Baldur's Gate game, it's gonna be hilarious. I promise you. I know me, and I know the things that I did in the early access version of that game. So yeah, no, it's it's gonna be
that's gonna be
stupid.
funny.
It's gonna be stupid. Well, no, man. Just go ahead and get into it today, man. We got a couple topics we want to talk about.
I do want to say one thing though.
What's up?
We finally have a Tekken 8 release date.
Yeah, that's true. And we got a Grand Blue Rising release date.
Yoshi's back.
Yo, of course, we knew Yoshi was coming back.
Yoshi actually looks pretty cool though.
Top half. I do agree with Tengu because he said the top half looks cool and then the bottom is literally just pants. It's like they ran out of time customizing them and they were just like, just give him pants.
Somebody got pants back there?
It's like he was getting ready to go fight and then he was like late for the release of Tekken 8. It's like, man, what up?
I mean, there's still 8 more
Pants.
characters to come out, so.
Yeah.
We still got a lot more characters to come out, but
And then,
I hope they had new characters to like. the series.
Cleared Eunice 2. We finally getting that Eunice 2, bro. I can't wait. I'm gonna be wrecking these boys. Enkidu with the worst character in the game.
What happened? He becomes like top tier. What happened?
I'm still playing him.
Oh, okay.
That's the look, Enkidu was already, I picked Enkidu not off of a tier list. I played the game. I was like, who looks cool? This dude. And I like his kit. I really do like it. I hope they don't change that because his passive is like, if I get a counter hit and then it's an elongated counter hit. I get more frames to do stuff.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Damn.
And-
It's basically a punish counter right there. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I hope they keep them the same. But they said they added new moves and things like that. So I know I'm looking forward to that already.
and you know, let's face it. Fighting games over the next like year at least, it's gonna be the community's getting
Oh no,
a lot.
fighting games for the next couple years gonna be straight.
Because we got MK1 coming out in a couple weeks.
Bro,
after that,
I tried, bro. I really did.
What?
I promise I tried. I tried to hold it back, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
we are professionals here.
No, we not.
we're not. Professionalism here.
I said that on the last stream. We did this purposely to not be professional because I'm tired of all these super professional stream podcasts where they got the nice couch, everybody dripped up. Well, I'm a 6-figure man. No, you not.
I mean, I'm still wearing the drip. Outwork everyone. Christian Cage.
But no, man. So, I mean, MK1. I am excited. I am excited for it, and the fact of it actually looks like it's going to be a more fun game. I am just
Better than 11.
concerned about the gameplay because if it's still the same old dial-in mess, I'm not gonna like it, and I know I'm not gonna like it.
That's a game I think I'm gonna play casually. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna go through the story. I'm gonna play casually. Like test out the different cameos and stuff. Fuck around and play with Homelander and Omni-Man and Peacemaker, and you know, Sub-Zero has a dive kick, so
Okay, let's be real. Homelander and Omni-Man. Ain't they just the same dude?
But Ed Boon has clarified. He clarified at Gamescom that they are going to play very differently.
We gotta keep that word.
According to Ed Boon, they are going to play differently.
Yeah, kind of how like Street Fighter's like, we don't want any copycat characters in this game. But then they got Akuma coming in the game.
What do you mean?
But Akuma, if he's Street Fighter 5 Akuma,
don't give me the excuse of air fireballs makes him different because
no. If he's Street Fighter 5 Akuma, if he plays like that, that was a very different Akuma.
He's not playing like no Street Fighter 5 Akuma. That man about to come out with a whole. That character about to be ridiculous, bro. I wouldn't even be surprised if he has like unblockable ish like setup. Like you have to like parry or something. Bro, that character about to be ridiculous.
Speaking of Street Fighter, as it is right now, it brings us to the first topic we got for today. So
good segue.
I've been working on it. This is something we have been me and Rich especially have been discussing like in the background in the Discord, and I feel like it's a topic that needs more attention because I feel that he's correct on this.
Correct.
I feel like he's very correct on this. And he came to me, he said, yo, the art of neutral is lost. So the question is to you guys, is the art of neutral, is it a dying art or is it lost? Like with the way the games are going now.
Dennis, you want to go first?
Yeah, his gonna be long. I'm gonna let you know now. He gonna go on a rant. You might as well go first.
Yes and no. I think it depends on what generation you come from.
I'm talking about now.
No, because if you've got old school players, they still rely on the neutral.
No. I understand that.
We're talking about
but I'm talking about the current present player base now.
Oh yeah, no, they do anything to get around neutral. I'm sorry, hate me, I don't care. Fact of the matter is, neutral, psh, fuck that shit. They looked at it and they're like, psh, I can get around that.
Yeah.
And it's sad because the neutral is effective. Neutral is necessary.
In some games.
Yes, in some games. But, you know, I mean, I come from Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter Alpha.
Yes, but we're not talking about us.
So,
we're talking about this generation.
But this generation just hasn't had to deal with the
dirtiness.
Yes. I mean, come on. MVC 2.
Yeah. Bad neutral will get you killed.
CBS 2.
Bad neutral will get you killed.
I mean, those of us that played those games, even just casually, we knew.
All right, Rich, man. I'm
Go.
gonna go ahead and let you go.
Hold
now.
on. Someone get him his soapbox.
All right. Neutral is dying. I have a minute. People, it's just, people don't, I think a lot of people just don't understand risk reward. And it's like, bro, you're going to do a drive rush and you know the reward of it is just godlike. It's godlike. And it's like, okay, I have to check it with this jab and then I could get a light combo if I get you. But if I fuck up, that punish counter, oh my god, that shit's gonna hit. But like, let me stay on more on topic. I think neutral. I think because all these like, I don't even say mechanics, but I think the devs are just like, yeah, we're about to make this game more aggressive. Like we just want, like, I know no other Street Fighter game had a certain wave to do a dash attack and get plus on block frames. Like, tell me one other Street Fighter that ever did that. None of them. None of them. In neutral, none of them bitches, bro. It's insane. Like why? Like, but I understand. Like, okay, yeah, they're wasting some materials, but that material is like 1 bar. It doesn't do anything much. Like nothing. It does nothing at all.
So I have a couple. I think I told you some of them, but I have a couple theories as to why neutral is starting to become a lost art. And it's one, and I know some people will be mad at me for saying it, but it's because of the whole ease of access to the game deal. Like, I get it. You want to make the game easier so it's more appealing to people. And that's fine. But a part of the problem that comes with that is you don't have to learn. Like, that's why most players don't really understand what shimmying is. They don't really get what the neutral game is really about. It's more than just, like, for instance, like we said, Prox is more of an older player, right?
Yeah.
Prox will do things in neutral just to get a better position. And I watch him play the newer players, and they're confused as to why he would do something.
Like,
Yeah,
what do you mean confused?
So,
Can you
like,
give me an example.
So, like, Prox he'll have somebody in the corner, right?
Yeah.
And he'll be playing Blanca.
Yeah.
And he'll do Blanca's, I forget if like it's a dash or a jump to do a cross up.
Oh, you're talking about the lunge that he does?
But when he does it, he puts himself in the corner.
Yeah.
And a lot of the newer players are like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Because normally thinking, if you're thinking on one layer, you don't want to put yourself in the corner.
Is he doing that with a doll?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes he's
Not
done
all
with
the
a
time.
doll. He has different mix-ups for
Okay,
it. Like,
okay,
I've seen
Trust
it.
me, I experienced it.
Yeah.
It wasn't fun.
So sometimes he's doing it with a Blanca Chan. Sometimes he's doing it, and then he'll go into the install, and like he has mix-ups for it. He has options, and like the newer players just don't understand why he would do that. And most times they wind up eating a combo because they want to press a button, not realizing he positioned himself in the corner, yes, but he just put you in an Oki situation. Because you go to turn around and press a button, and then you eat the whole combo.
Yeah.
And Blanca damage ain't nothing to really be to laugh at. So it's like you eating a decent amount of damage off of that. But it's like the ease of access is a part of it. And a part of ease of access is if you make things easier to get into for new players, what a lot of these dev companies aren't realizing is you're making things easier for the players who already know how to do the hard stuff. Like,
True.
They could do it on classic, but I can also do it on modern a lot easier and be more consistent.
That's true. That's true.
And it's like, it's also like, it's that, like you said, risk reward. And we talked about this too. And the risk reward is there is no risk. It's pretty much mostly only reward.
It's mid risk and high reward.
I would
And
say
then
low. I wouldn't even say mid.
Because it depends what the reward is, but like it's Street Fighter because I understand the game was meant to be like, oh, strike throw. Okay, you get striked here. Oh, you got hit by a strike, you get hit. Now I'm gonna throw, you get striked, right? And it's a strike throw game, but like the thing about it, it's like the thing about like 5 is that like it was a strike throw game, but it was more like you guessing the strike throw game for game. Like you were guessing for that game.
But I mean, even in like, so and that is where I get a little bit confused because the older Street Fighters were not strike throw games.
Oh no.
Dennis can tell you, Alpha 2 was not a strike throw game. Nope. It was footsies. It was heavy on the footsies. It was throwing out limbs. And trying to catch.
I mean, I'm talking about like after you get the hit though, because you still have to play neutral in like 5.
No. But I get what you're saying. But even Alpha, like, it would be more beneficial for you to just get if you get the hit in neutral, do a combo. Because the throw's not unless you geef. It was you just command throw, which makes sense.
Get a combo, get a knockdown, and you're gonna either strike or get thrown.
Yeah.
But here's and we've talked about it, like my run in tournament CEO. There was a lot of things that I couldn't do because I hadn't played on stick.
Yeah.
But what got me through the majority of that tournament was footsies, throwing lambs.
Yeah.
There was no throwing. It was just the fundamentals and the neutral. Like that's all I needed. The others are extras. Now, a lot of people heavily rely on the others, but for the most part, the neutral is what got me through that game.
Oh, and my third point. Execution doesn't exist anymore.
Nope.
Because as we described earlier, Alpha 2, the reason he was able to catch an Akuma trying to do a Raging Demon is because he did it, but he wasn't able to execute it properly the first
I
time.
knew it was coming.
Yeah. If he was able to execute it properly the first time, it probably would have caught Dennis off guard. He probably would have got hit by it. But since he had already saw it.
Debatable.
Yeah. That's why I said probably. But since he saw it coming, all right, let me just get ready. Like, and that's something that
Raging Demon.
and then you look up the F Champ clip of him just smashing the keys on the hitbox of the stick, and then it works. It works.
And that's the thing, like a lot of it also, like when you're playing the neutral, you're all in your that fundamental and that execution. It's like there are timings that you have down to a T that
Yep.
you will understand because of how the game functions.
Yep.
How the game is supposed to work. For example, that moment, I knew that I had to have that kick timed well in order for it to land and him not grab me. But if I didn't, that was done. I was going to get hit with that Raging Demon. But I knew the timing. I knew the distance. I knew what I needed to do. And it all came from a light kick.
But it's like, man,
Light kick.
because execution, like I said, really don't exist no more. There's no real reason to learn neutral because
Yeah.
I can land this combo pretty easy. Like y'all, like I said, you shouldn't be able to play a character for a week and be like, oh, I understand most of the things about the character. That's not how that works. You know? Unless you was like doing, life the game, you just played that character for a week. Then I would kind of get it.
Yeah.
But most people who play in Street Fighter 6 ain't no life in the game. You play for a couple hours, you might hit the lab, you do some online, you go do something else. Like, you're not cracked out like these boys was on NBC2 at 3 a.m. trying to get your execution better for a combo you wanted to land in the tournament the next day. Like, yo, like, and it's just like without that, neutral has become. It's pretty much just frames. It's just the frame data. Like neutral used to have mind games. There used to be layers to it.
I mean,
You still see it in top play. I'm not saying you don't see it up there, but like online playing the game.
And that's the problem because it's like you don't see it in regular online play, but then when you get into those top tier players and you're seeing it, now you're not prepared.
Yeah,
Because you don't get a chance to go up against those cats on a regular basis.
I mean, that's like up to your environment. Not like really much. Like if you get that type of practice consistently, anyway.
Yeah, but to your point before, there ain't a lot of players that's like that no more. Even if it is just your environment, you got to be in a place like New York to get a group of people who really bout that and really learn with you.
They got NYC in that name, bro. They ain't no joke. Like, ain't no joke, bro.
NLBC is a place of demons.
Yeah.
It has always been a place where demons are forged. Like, that place been pumping out killers for the longest.
Ain't no joke.
But that's because they in New York, and it's easy to get there in New York. Like, let's be real about it. Like,
New York is like a little. It's like that's like the Japan of U.S.
honestly, like whatever game is loved in New York, they usually the ones that go the furthest. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Yo, like it's this
Good old melting pot.
Yeah, like you can't, and like online, most people you meet online would rather attempt to skip neutral than actually play footsies with you.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Spiral.
Yep. Spiral arrow. Full screen command grab.
I mean, safe on block. If I space it right.
Like I said, bro, I said earlier, man, you ask somebody today, hey, man, how you neutral game? You mean my Dragon Punch? No. Your neutral game. Cannon Spike. No, you're neutral. Oh, SPD. Yeah. No. Like, they just don't get what neutral is or understand
Bro,
how it
like,
works.
It's like neutral's unteachable, bro. You can't teach people neutral.
You can't teach it because there's no point for it. That's how most people see it. There's no point for it. So why am I learning this? But I think Project L might change that. I ain't gonna hold you. Oh, you gotta block them left-right mix-ups? Oh, y'all gonna learn what neutral is.
I don't know.
I'm looking forward to playing that game, but not competitively.
Why? You nobody want to fight the Prox and Nate team?
Yo, the Prox and Nate team is just,
That's gonna be funny. It's gonna be.
I'm gonna be watching comics. I'll be
right there with you.
Yeah. Oh, he got the Moreland Pie combo. That's crazy.
Nah. If it's Project L, I'm definitely commentating Project L. Nah, that's one game I'm actually interested in. So nah, because like the versus, and I feel like versus fighters are definitely gonna be the resurgence of the neutral. Because right now, Street Fighter, which at first, and I said this before the game came out, I'm like, I have a problem with Drive Rush and Drive Impact. I had a problem with it before the game even came out. It seemed like it's too easy to do.
Shit.
I said that before, and everybody's like, nah, I think it'll make the game more fun.
Here's what I'll say. Now that we're on the topic of versus games. Capcom, SNK, make it happen.
I know he
That's
didn't.
not-
I know he didn't just hijack the conversation for a game that ain't even been announced yet.
Saying.
This is it.
You brought up versus games.
This is the second time you done
Yes,
that.
you goddamn right.
Bro.
That's why you don't put me in the corner.
This guy.
But anyway, no man.
No, but you're right. I think Project L is definitely going to be bring it
hopefully so. Because if not, I'm just gonna stick to my
back. It's
anime.
interesting. I'm not a leagues person, but
I'm just gonna stick to my anime fighters because I'm not gonna hold you. Developers who are trying to adhere to the Western audience, kind of getting annoyed with it. I ain't gonna lie. Sorry,
anime fighters, huh?
these games should not be made easier just because people don't have execution. That is not how you make better fighters.
How do you feel about full screen bursts?
Appearing to Western audiences, that's in the same category. Like, it's to deal with Happy Chaos and Ramlethal's full screen combos.
And then also wipe out the rest of the cast. Because a lot of people don't understand, like, when, like, with Street Fighter, especially like a game like Street Fighter where I have all these mechanics and stuff, the moment you touch something about the mechanics of the game, that affects everybody.
Yep.
Not just those top tiers, because, yeah, the top tiers are going to get nerfed, but also your low tier characters going to get nerfed.
Yep.
High tier, mid tier, whatever the fuck.
Now,
All those other-
now characters like Chip, who already have garbage range,
Yep.
full screen burst. I have no reason to fear you anymore.
That's why I hate mechanical, like I hate mechanics changing on like a level like that where like damn, you could have just nerfed the character, but
If you want to if you want to change a character's mechanics, cool. But a universal mechanic, now that's different.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Insane.
So it's like,
You play with
I
fire.
think
right
it's only
there.
the gold burst that's full screen, right?
no, the normal burst is full screen. And now gold burst, you don't instantly get 2 tension bars.
Oh, that's right.
It goes into positive.
You go into
and it
positive
builds.
instead of
So
I think you want my honest opinion about this patch. This patch I felt was a desperation move.
oh yeah,
A desperation move for a game that they feel is dying.
because
Too quickly.
they were
They got a
terrible with
nigga
them.
named Johnny that was popular back then. Like, come on.
They were terrible with the maintenance of this game.
Yeah.
Arc Sister Wars got to
The
eat
servers
that.
the servers were shit for online play for how long?
Yeah.
Before they stepped in and did something?
And then they denied the hacking, only to come back and say, "Nah, it really is happening."
Crazy.
Yeah, no, man, that's
No,
good.
I enjoyed when I first started playing Guilty Gear. I enjoyed it.
Even though the cast was lackluster, and we stated that when we started playing the game, because we were like, "Yo, there's not a lot of people in the cast, but the game's fun."
Yeah.
But I'm like, if they leave it how it is and they just add to the cast, that'll be fine. And they were adding 2 characters a year at one point.
Yikes.
2 characters, 6 months a
Yeah,
character.
so the first season pass was Testament and Biken, right? Those were the
Thanks.
first 2.
Think so.
Those were the only 2 that came out for that one.
Yeah,
Everybody else was
it was
base.
2, and then it was 2, and then I think they started doing 4 around like when Bridget and all them started coming out.
Like,
Yeah, it's
meanwhile, Tekken was like pumping them out. Like,
bro,
here's 6.
Tekken was giving us trailers. They were giving us dates. They were giving us stages to go with the characters. And then on top of that, they were still giving existing characters new moves while doing this.
That's insane.
Tekken Project Team, don't ever change. Don't ever change.
Like Street Fighter. Look at Street Fighter, bro. We got Rashid in like 2 months after the game dropped. Like,
Yeah.
god damn.
I mean,
And
I
then
know-
we're about to
No,
get, we're about to get another.
Aki now.
We're about to
We're
get
gonna
Aki,
Ed,
like, yeah.
Ed in like what? I want to say probably what, winter?
No, we're gonna get him. We're probably gonna get him around like Tekken 8 time or something like
Okay.
that. Yeah.
You know, obviously, sorry, Prox. Akuma is coming out next year.
I
But
just-
then here's the thing about the difference. In one, we had Tekken releasing a boatload of characters.
Yep.
To a cast that was already stacked.
Yep.
And the characters, the DLC characters, were awesome.
You know why the cast of Tekken was already stacked? Because Tekken uses their legacy character.
Yes.
Capcom. Sea Viper. Eagle.
There it is. I was waiting for that one.
El Fuerte. Let him come back.
Abel.
Yo, let him come back and have, like, yo, just put him in the
Stop
game.
putting Dan in the game.
Bring C.
Why? Why are we putting Dan in every game? Like, if Dan was missing, no one would
Actually,
care.
nah, I want more villains, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I need some
No,
villains
you know
back
what?
in the
He's
game.
right. He's right because
They're
there's one thing I feel about Street Fighter 6 is that
There's not enough villains.
there is
villains,
one
bro.
villain in that game. I feel,
One is it?
and it's questionable
And then Aki was gonna make 2.
Yeah.
because Jury is kind of like
Jury's just psychotic. That's
Yeah.
not
Yeah, she's like the Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
right?
she's a mercenary and she crazy. That's not evil.
she used that crazy bitch that just like to get fuck around, get into some fights, and that's
yeah,
it.
but just like I agree with that. Like you already killed them Bison off permanently this time apparently.
Hey, as we all know, with M. Bison, somehow, some way, he finds a way. But let's talk about three other gentlemen. Where's my Sagat? Where's my
I
Balrog?
thought Sagat wasn't evil, was he?
Sagat's not evil anymore.
No,
Balrog's not even evil anymore. He's more like an anti-hero at this
Yeah.
point.
Vega.
Vega's
Oh,
still
I fuck
evil.
with Vega. I'll fuck
And
with
this is
Vega.
me saying, where's Vega?
Vega definitely still evil. Vega don't
Yeah.
care about nobody but himself.
me saying, where's Vega? That now you got a problem.
Nah, it's just
Like where are the villains? You're gonna get Aki. Okay, cool. You're gonna have Aki.
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, do we really consider Akuma a villain?
Nah, not really. You know who else got a stacked roster that I feel like don't get enough credit because not enough people play this game? KOF.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
Bro, have you seen their roster?
Yeah,
Dude,
Their roster
Their
is
base roster.
super stacked.
Their
Right,
base
bruh.
roster is stacked. And then you start pulling out this
The
DLC,
bruh.
we got fucking
We got
Geese and Rugal.
Geese, we got Rugal, we got Terry, we got Samurai Showdown characters in the game. We got Goinks that just got back added
Yeah.
in. We got Yamazaki.
They just revealed another one that's coming. Like, come on. And then, hey, here's the Orochi team.
Yep. But then people every time this comes up, like Zoro when he was here, he was like, "Man, I don't want to learn 3 characters." I'm like, "How many characters you play in Street Fighter?" Oh, Marissa. What was it? It was Marissa, Jamie, and Kimberly.
Yeah, he didn't
I'm
like
like.
it.
Ain't that 3 characters?
He didn't like me when I called him out on that one.
Like, yo, ain't that 3 characters? Bro? Like, what are you talking about? Like, yo.
Here's the thing about KOF. Yes, it's 3 characters. Okay, cool. I get it.
KOF is very high octane.
But here's the difference between playing KOF and playing other versus games with 3 characters. When you're playing Marvel vs. Capcom,
You can swap.
you swap between them. That means you have to make sure that you are on point with what you're doing. KOF, your focus is on the characters on the screen, and he ain't swapping out until he dead.
Yeah, but to that point, KOF is a very fast game.
Yes, it is.
And it's a very execution heavy game.
Yes.
Which is why, especially with new players, they avoid that game. Why? Because you have to have execution. Crazy. Like, oh, I have to be able to actually execute my combos. No, I'm going back to Street Fighter.
Yo, someone go play Alpha.
Like,
You'll learn execution there.
and this is actually one of the most popular KOFs, but like a lot of people have said they will not play that game because of the execution barrier.
The only reason I don't play KOF 15 more is because there isn't anybody that plays it as often. Like, I would love to do it. How fun was the tournament that we did when we did KOF 15?
I mean, even though nobody entered, it was still pretty fun.
Right? That's just with the few people that entered. If you had some more people enter these tournaments, KOF. Look, let's face it, SNK has done some questionable shit in the past. But KOF has always been a fun franchise.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what. Which this actually is gonna trail off to my next part. I just want to say this last part. Like, hype moments in KOF are cool to me because of the execution barrier. Because I know Like to pull this combo off, you had to have clean execution the whole way through.
Yeah.
There is no slouching in that game. If you slouch, you will drop it, and that person gonna get up and probably punish you, because you messed up. But and like into my next moment on top of that is the question I have for y'all is, because I told you how I felt, but do you guys think that tournaments now are as hype as they used to be?
I think it's kind of.
Well, and to just clarify what I mean, I don't see a lot of Evo Moment 37s anymore.
Oh, okay. You mean shit like.
I don't see a lot of that no more. Like, I don't see a lot of moments where it's like, man, I remember this one combo against this player and that player, and this happened on this round. It was at like 30, because people remember that stuff. like, I can tell you right now, go look up Lil Majin versus JDCR Tekken 2008 in top 4. Or, sorry, top 8. I can tell you that because I watched it and it was so hype.
Yes.
It's what got me in the tournament.
I ain't gonna lie, Takeda's run was probably the most hypest run. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna
Even though he got me stressing, bro, like it was a hype run he got.
In recent memory, the only hype run that I felt was hype was IDOMS, and he didn't even win. It was in 2022 when he had to do the losers run through all them people with Laura. And he had,
Pull
it was
that
like,
mix.
I think it was like Takedo was up there. It was some big names in losers that he had to run through, and he was going through them.
Honestly, I can think of like maybe like 3 hype moments that I like that really got seared into my head that are recent. You're gonna laugh. One of them that comes to mind was at our local Baller versus Prox, that Vega.
Yep.
That was a hype
But
ass moment.
I'm not talking about on the local level. I'm talking about
but
pro
on a
level.
high level, I mean, the first CEO I went to, I saw a pretty hype moment. I want to say it was garlic bread in Dragon Ball Fighters, but that was it.
You just said you were at CEO. You got one hype moment at CEO. That's insane to me. Cause like you said, I come from the era where hype moments were everywhere. You couldn't go around without seeing
I can
it.
argue this though, but back then there was a lot more rivalries and there was more like the drama back then was kind of crazy.
I'm not even
right?
talking about. I'm
think-
not even talking about the drama outside, because the drama outside technically still exists, not to that degree,
Yeah.
but it still exists.
I mean, it still exists,
I
but it's
think
not the same way. It's not like outed where it's like, yo, I don't like this, and everyone knows that I don't like this motherfucker. And it's like the tension, the hype, and you know the motherfuckers hitting the buttons like they're hitting them buttons, bro. They don't like each other.
So
you know that.
I feel that the reason why we don't feel there are hype moments, as many hype moments as there was before, I think it has to do with a lot with the fact that we get to see so many things now that we didn't used to see, like on a regular basis.
In
like,
what way?
Like, for example, Evo moment number 37. No one had ever seen anything like that ever happen. But the only people that really saw it in that moment were the people that were there. It wasn't getting streamed live on television. It wasn't being, someone recorded it, and it happened that it went viral because it got uploaded. But now we have tournaments happening on a daily basis.
But even to that point, I would still have to disagree with that statement. And the reason I say I would have to disagree is because, like, I played, as we all know, I'm a Soul Calibur nerd. Everybody knows this.
Yeah.
I remember watching an Evo, and I was watching Linkors play Siegfried. I play that character, and I play that game every day, like, religiously. His Siegfried got me hyped because his Siegfried, the way he played, was crazy phenomenal. Like, it was enjoyable to watch. Like, I can see something every day and still find hype moments in it. Like, I don't think it's that. I think it's the fact that now the way everybody plays, I think optimization is one of them.
I was about to say that same thing, actually.
I was about to say, I think optimization is definitely a problem.
Everyone plays the same because they always want to be optimal.
Everyone plays the same, and it's boring. It's boring. I'm not gonna hold you. There's no creativity in most people's style nowadays. It's the same thing.
At Evo Tekken Top 8, I couldn't tell the difference between who was playing who in that Kuni Mitsu mirror.
Oh, no. You want to know how much y'all play the same? Y'all remember the Dragon Ball Z tournament where the two players played Khalifa, right? Did y'all see that?
I remember that.
Two players,
Yeah.
right, in Dragon Ball Fighters played Khalifa. They had literally the exact same round start to the T so much
Yeah.
that they clashed for like 15 seconds at the start of the round.
they do that as a meme. They usually do that as a meme.
No, this was them in a tournament. They were trying to fight. They just happened to be playing the same character.
Yeah, but people do that as a meme.
Some people do this as a meme. Not this time, because even the announcer was like, yo, what's going on? Like, like the announcer was shocked because he was like, all right. And then everybody was like, hypest round start ever. And I'm like, that's not hype. That's not hype at all. Do y'all know what a hype round start looks like?
But when you don't have that many things that get you hyped, that would be considered hype. Unfortunately.
Two people looking like CPUs on the screen.
Yes. Again, like when we go back to
Yeah.
so let's break it down. What made Evil Woman number 37 so hype?
The situation, the whole like the execution that you have to do.
The execution, the
Bro,
situation.
he literally can't do a. He couldn't even block anything. He had to hit them pixels.
He had to parry that.
Yeah.
So, how hard is execution in Third Strike?
I'm not gonna say it's the hardest game to execute, but parries are kind of difficult.
Can you make that happen in Street Fighter 6?
No,
Could anybody do that in Street Fighter 6?
no, because of the way the game's built. I already said that. I said that before.
This goes back to the other topic.
Execution is killing fighting games.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like the focus on being optimal is one, I feel. Like you said. Being optimal, everybody starts playing the same. Everyone does the same combos, everybody, because that's the safe route. Street Fighter 6 risk reward. You talk about it. There's no risk. So you do the same things over and over again, and that helps you progress. Sometimes you gotta take risk. In Evo moment number 37,
That was a
huge risk.
because he could have got stuffed and just ate the super.
There was three situations in there.
Yep.
One, he didn't have life to give.
Nope. No, he would have got hit. He would have died.
He was playing against
Justin Wong.
one of the best players
He was playing.
in the world.
He was playing
at the
against
time.
at the time. He was the Chun Li.
Yeah. And you took a risk.
And not only that, he did a parry on the high kick. He had to jump and
yeah.
air parry it. Dude, that's so sick. Like,
Again, and the execution it took to parry all of that.
Yep.
Not just one, not just all of it. And win the fucking round.
Yep.
That's hype.
So and
There
then
are multiple factors to hype moments.
there's a reason MBC2 was able to carry Evo for 10 years going.
Yeah.
10 years of the same game and people ain't tired of it yet. How fast do people get tired of games nowadays? Couple years?
I mean, Guilty Gear has been out for about a year now, and
It's been out for a little bit
for
longer.
2 years
Yeah.
now, and I got over it after 6 months.
How long did it take you to start getting tired of like people playing in Street Fighter 6? Not the game itself, because I know you still like the game.
Let's see, June, so
I mean, the game came out in May, right?
June
June.
So, that like
June 2nd.
months.
3 months.
Yeah.
Dang. What happened when I went to play Soul Calibur 2 again?
Bro,
That shit was
got
hype.
giggly and everything.
No,
right?
no, I'm not gonna hold you. Watching you guys play that shit got me hyped.
Bro, yo, this is what I'm talking about. Yo, like,
Okay. Again, Street Fighter Alpha 2.
I don't know nothing about that game, but we was watching Dennis getting hyped. These are older games. Why are they more hyped than the new games?
I was watching the fucking CVS 2 tournament,
Getting hyped.
getting hype at CEO.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Here's the thing. Alpha 2, I started playing because I was training, and now I'm like so deep into it. But when I came home, After CEO, one of the first things I did was I loaded up Fight Kid and I loaded up CVS 2 because of how fucking hyped that game got me watching it. Like I wanted to be in there
because those games are in depth. You can deep dive into those games and find out a lot about those games. I feel like the newer games, I'm gonna be real, are kind of shallow. There ain't really much to go to, fam. Like, especially with everything that comes out on the internet nowadays.
And that's the other problem is the information overload because it's like, okay, go back to being optimal. You're optimal. Now everybody's optimal. All right. So then what?
See, but here's the thing.
That's boring.
Here's the thing. You had to work at being optimal in older games too.
Yeah.
But the caveat to that was like Street Fighter 4. You saw DiCaprio. You saw how sick all that stuff looked.
But all that left right mix, bro.
But
You're holding
to
it.
do
You're
that,
holding it.
to do that, you had to have execution. Yeah. You knew whoever was playing DiCaprio wasn't just some bum off the street. You knew this man had put the time in to play the character.
Only girl I'd ever give up for my girl Cammy, DiCaprio.
The one that also looks like Cammy.
You like charged characters?
Huh?
You like charged characters?
No,
I don't like charged characters, but that one in particular.
It's not a character thing for him. Don't worry about it. We ain't gonna say it on YouTube.
Has nothing to do with that, but
yeah, okay.
she was fun to play with. She was.
Oh, but
even though I hate charged characters,
but it's like that's why I think like execution needs to become a thing again. Like there are things in Soul Calibur that like for instance, duck and throws. Everybody told me after I finished, yo, when I saw you duck the throw and then punish, I'm like, yeah, it was hype because I knew the throw was coming. It was a read.
And you think about it and you look at it and it's something so simple. Okay, he ducked. No, he ducked the throw. And then he punished and won the match. Like, it may look simple from an outsider looking in, but ducking a throw in Soul Calibur is
especially in 2. 2's a lot faster.
Yeah. Like, holy shit. Especially when you're playing Nightmare.
And that's not my character. But yeah, nah, so I don't know. Rich, how you feel about the what do you feel? Oh, do you think if you watch the old tournament, would you be more hype or are you hype watching these tournaments?
I ain't gonna lie. I get hype watching these tournaments because like it's a different type of hype where like at higher levels, obviously I'm gonna watch them neutral, and like their neutral decisions are like, nah, he did that, nah, he stole that turn, oh nah, that was a little ignorant right there. But I mess with it,
Yeah.
But like I just think like it's not the hype where like back then like Smash would like when something hype happened in Smash, I would like damn I want to play more Smash, but like nowadays no. God no.
I'm not gonna lie. I get you.
God,
I will 100% get you on that.
God no.
Like, see, Street Fighter 6 CEO was hype. Did I want to go back to room and play Street Fighter 6? No.
I wanted to play more Alpha 2.
I want to go and play Blaze Blue. I want to go play Uniclear. Like, I want to play something that requires like, if I get beat by somebody in those games, I know it's a skill thing. You're not really gimmicking nobody out in those games unless that person is new and don't know the gimmicks.
Yeah.
That's the only way you getting away with gimmicky stuff.
I've come to the conclusion that I'm just gonna play games I enjoy.
Everybody came to that conclusion after I played Soul Calibur 2. Like after that night in Discord, everybody was like,
well, I came to that conclusion when I played Alpha 2.
Yeah.
But like it really solidified it when you started playing Soul Calibur 2
Because
as well.
I found that Discord. And I was like, bro, okay, so anybody wasn't there. Y'all weren't there, so I'm explaining the story. So when I was playing Soul Calibur 2, right? Rich called me out in the middle of the Discord. I didn't even realize it until he called me out because he was like, bro, I can tell you cheese behind the keyboard right now. And I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I had the biggest grin on my face because it was just, it felt good. It's a fun game. Like there's multiple levels to it. There's layers to it. So like I can't just go in and beat on somebody and be like stupid dumb with it. Like if I'm being aggressive towards you, it's because there's a fault in your gameplay that I found that you don't know about.
I think because like I don't know because I started understanding a little bit more like Tekken because when I was playing Tekken I was like damn like the King player I ran into he was doing that low shit bro, that shit was annoying, but like I just didn't know how to beat it, and then he beat me overtime. Like, yeah, I was reacting to some of the high, low, mid, whatever, the mid, whatever, but like shit like that. It's like, yo, all I had to do is learn this, and then we could actually start playing the game, right?
Yeah.
Or hopefully start playing the game. And it's just like, it's so interesting when you start playing the game like that, and like have to be forced to play neutral, and it's like, damn. Like, I'm actually playing the game, and it's like, it feels really good. It really does.
Neutral is fun.
Yeah,
surprisingly enough, neutral is fun when you play it.
And that's the thing. Like,
I skip it, man.
I find myself always going back to the classics. I'm never gonna play Street Fighter 5 again, but I'll play 4.
Oh yeah,
I'll play 3.
I need to try that
I'll
again.
play Alpha.
you want to play 4?
I'll try it. I'll hold that on block.
I'm gonna tell you right now. 4 is way faster.
Oh yeah, no, bro, the Capri exists. I can tell that's faster. Oh yeah, no, oh, you didn't know I was gonna go left, right? That's crazy,
Bro, like that's one thing I do miss though. Like, 'cause they're slowing down fighting games a lot, and I know you can feel it because I've been feeling it for years.
It's kind of sad, and I'm just gonna say this right now. When I say fighting games are getting slowed down, and I come from Street Fighter 2, the original.
Yeah, but see, that's where they actually started to speed games up because they had the Turbo and Championship.
No, I'm talking base.
I know
Street
what
Fighter
I'm
2.
saying. When they sped the game up, like even the man that played Rainbow Edition, which was the hack version.
Yeah.
Damn.
He played the Rainbow Edition, went back to play Championship Edition, and he was like, "This game is too slow."
Yeah.
Damn.
And that's why they made the Turbo Edition.
I feel like because in 4, a lot of like the older players, when they were complaining about 5, they were like, there are certain things that you could just stop from happening. Because like, another thing is, this is another problem. I feel like there's some times when games are too bare bones, there's something you can't do anything much about it unless you just guess. Like, and that's like, damn. Like, I couldn't even stop you before you even did the thing.
Yep.
Even if I knew you were gonna do it, it's like, I can't even stop you. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't matter. It sucks. It really does sucks like that way. Like, I understand it'd be like a matchup where, oh, this is a bad matchup. That's a different story. But
Yeah.
it's not even a bad matchup thing. It's just like,
It's just
every
something-
carrier holding this, bro.
like no matter who you play,
Yeah.
you holding it.
Yeah.
And like I
Crazy.
also feel that there's been a lot of emphasis on gimmicks when it comes to fighting games lately.
Yeah.
You know, you've got, obviously it started with parries and Street Fighter 3, but like, Street Fighter 4, you had Ultra Meter, Cool. That was a nice mechanic, but it didn't impact the game as much.
No. EX
But
focus
then-
attacks was a mechanic, but it didn't really
Yeah.
change the game that much.
But then, you
Drive versus Drive Impact?
well, V Trigger.
Oh my God.
Okay.
God,
hold on,
be
hold
with
on,
me
hold
with
on,
that
hold
one,
on.
bro.
So V trigger, V reversal, V shift. It did impact the game. But I don't think it impacted the game anywhere near
No.
where Drive Impact and Drive
no,
Impact.
no.
Nah, nigga,
But
you
like-
had a whole nigga. You're telling me a nigga could do the most minus shit on my block and then V trigger. Let's fucking go. Different characters. Nigga, what?
Because there were ways to I played 5 a little bit, right? There were ways to prepare for stuff like that. Like there was patterns to people's game plan. And,
Okay, you can talk about patterns. That's
no,
fine.
yeah, in 6, ain't no pattern to this shit.
Niggas got patterns in that shit. But like the patterns.
No. Because Because he'd be sitting there in the Discord. Why would you do that?
Yeah, why would you do that in a situation that's not even advantageous? It's not a
because-
smart thing to do. That's
because
why I say
it's-
people don't know what the risk reward.
Because it's not a pattern. People just, bro, when I play Street Fighter 6 and I got hit with a round start Drive Impact, I'm like, okay, I see what we doing. We a bunch of monkeys on the sticks now. Like there is no such thing as an art. Yeah.
Bro, I'm
And
telling
like
you.
gimmicks are fine. But
Gimmicks
it's like,
are fine when if you
when-
can figure it out and then you gotta actually play the game.
But like gimmicks are fine when there's something in the game that's a gimmick that you just don't need to absolutely use. But when you're dependent on that gimmick, that's when that game becomes the gimmick, and it's like nobody wants to play.
I promise we're not just trashing. There are other games that have like gimmicks in them, but Street Fighter
Mortal
6 is
Kombat.
just the most popular game that has one of the biggest gimmicks right now. and to me, in my opinion. So that's one
And
reason
Guilty
why.
Gear.
Yeah. Really? What's
Full screen burst.
well now? Now, like before, Canadian bursts are no longer a thing.
Yeah, like
Think about that. That's crazy. Canadian bursts no longer exist.
yeah. But yeah, no, it's like I said. I think companies are focusing too much on the gimmick and not the actual game, and I feel that that's what their downfall has been. Because if you look at KOF.
Yep.
It's a very basic game.
There is no gimmicks in KOF.
No, obviously you got your max mode, but that's been something that's been in
That's not
for
even
a long time.
That's not even a gimmick because even if you got max mode, you still gotta have execution in max mode.
So
That's-
like,
you know?
but again, like there are no gimmicks.
Like-
It's just a very basic game.
And then to do max mode, you need I think at least like what 2 or 3 bars. I can't remember. And then you don't even get those bars until you start losing characters.
Yeah.
Like in KOF, if you have all 3 characters, you have 3 bars.
Yep.
And then if that character dies, you get 4.
Yep.
And then when you're on your last character, you have 5.
Yep.
And then to do max mode or meter or whatever, I think it costs like 2 or 3 bars. And then that puts you in either max mode or quick max mode. And then it costs less to do your supers, but you spent more bar to do it. So like there's risk and reward. It's a perfect risk and reward. Like, yeah, you can activate max mode and get stuffed.
And like, that's one thing that is worrying me about like MK1 is because they're leaning into that cameo fighter gimmick.
They've always done that though.
Huh?
They've always done that though.
They've never done cameo. The cameo fighter, you know, the assist characters.
Oh, assist? I don't think assists are bad.
I don't think they're bad, but they don't have experience in that realm.
Hey, we'll see.
How are they going to treat it? Like, is it going to be like your gameplay is going to depend on your cameo fighter?
No, it's the Project L had that. I'm sorry, I was about to say because I know Project L has two guys who were pros for MVC2 working on their team. So I know their assist is going to be.
Oh yeah,
it's
their
gonna
assist is going
fire.
to be, yeah.
It's going to be so fire watching their assist go and do what they do best, man. That's going to be crazy. Yeah, but for MK,
What?
I don't know.
And we'll see.
We'll see.
In September.
Yeah, NetherRealm is trying something new.
Which I like. That's another thing that it worries me. But on the other hand, it's like it's refreshing that they're trying something new because they needed to.
All right. So this is that's gonna lead to another topic. We have already reached our limit.
Damn.
Yeah, I know, right? We just feel like we just started, right? But this is what happens, man. This is what happens. But I mean, I don't know, man. If y'all in the comments, if you hear, like, comment, subscribe. Like, if you have an opinion on a topic, if you disagree, whether you agree with us, let us know. I'm always down to go in the comment section and debate with people. I'm pretty sure Rich here definitely be down to debate with you in the comment section.
Sure it does.
I'll just be neutral.
Nah. But nah, man. Is there anything y'all got to say before y'all go?
I'm streaming. It's gonna be a lot of Armor Core, a lot of Dead by Daylight. So
You know it's a fighting game podcast, right?
yeah, that's why I'm not getting too far into it.
So are you streaming any fighting games?
I will again soon, and there is a reason I will tell you all after we're done shooting.
I think I know the reason. But all right. Rich, anything?
All right. Neutral's dead.
Just dead.
I'm
You
waiting for
hear the
Aki.
disappointment in his voice?
It is.
I actually
I just
agree with
wanna hold
I agree with him though. Like
I'm gonna learn how to skip.
It's okay. It'll be back.
I agree with him because we got to experience it.
I know.
He ain't even get to experience it really, to be real with you. He got into a Street Fighter where neutral really don't exist.
Bro, I'm about to really about to learn Street Fighter 6, bro. Low key. Then I strike 4. My bad. 4. I might
Hey,
learn
man,
it. I might learn
I
it.
got-
Know your history. We've said it before.
I'm about to say
We've said it
I
again.
got 4. I wasn't playing fighting games seriously, but I'll definitely go back and learn 4. I know Nate'll play 4 with you. Nate be looking for people to play 4. Yeah. No, he Balrog.
Oh, wait.
He ball wrong.
Turn punch.
Wait, who plays? Oh, is it Prox that plays Geef?
Prox plays most of the cast.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Why does he
Y'all
play
boomer be
KOF?
playing anything, right?
Really got to shoot a shot at us before you get up out of here. Huh?
But anyway,
That's why you. Never
I'm gonna
mind.
say
I ain't
this.
gonna say it. We on YouTube.
wow.
Soft.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah. No, man. But
Sodium levels rising.
No, man, but definitely thank y'all for coming to join us, man. That's the end of this round. We'll see y'all next time.